So one of the most helpful and illuminating tools in KI is what we call the utility inquiry. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how it came about, how it works, and how to use it. We developed the utility inquiry because both Scott and I recognized that basic or even advanced mindfulness practices were not enough to resolve or end suffering. That even after meditation or questioning beliefs or witnessing thoughts and sensations in the body and present moment awareness, which would bring some relief, that the suffering states would always kick back in, right? I remember several times I said to Scott, it feels like my suffering is addictive, yeah? Like there's a compulsion to go back to it, even after I've had glimpses of freedom, presence, or peace of mind. So we both got curious. And at the time I was reading Eckhart Tolle's Power of Now for probably like the 15th time. And I saw this passage.
The ego believes that through negativity, suffering, it can manipulate reality and get what it wants. Whenever you're unhappy, there's the unconscious belief that unhappiness buys you what you want.
So I said to Scott, if true, this means that suffering is never happening for no reason. It's not happening in a vacuum. It's not just the way things are. It's serving us in some way. And so Scott said, well, let's find out exactly how. So we had already developed an inquiry that through asking specific questions would provoke up unconscious beliefs from the body. It's basically just picking a fight with your own ego, right? So let's say I had a deeply held belief that I'm not good enough. I would just challenge and reverse that and say, I am good enough, and see if the body disagreed in the form of a contraction. If and when it does, it just means that there's further information in that contraction in the form of beliefs, words, images that need to be mined up and brought into present moment awareness. So with utility inquiry, we stopped just challenging the belief, like saying, I am good enough, and we started asking a different question. Why? Why do I need to believe that I'm not good enough? I'd get quiet and say, I don't need to believe I'm not good enough. And the body, even stronger than before, would react and contract and say, oh, yes, I do. And then I'd get this information: to stay safe. I have to believe I'm not good enough to stay safe. I have to suffer to stay safe. Even hearing or seeing this might already bring some settling to your system. But here's the real importance of the utility inquiry. It was the beginning of emotional repression work, because we realized the thing that we're trying to stay safe from are the buried, repressed emotions in our own bodies. The utility for suffering, or for believing that we're not good enough, or for believing anything, frankly, is so we don't have to access, feel, and express those buried childhood emotions. So if you'd like to play with utility inquiry, for starters, you can ask yourself some questions like this. I don't need to believe I'm not good enough. I don't need to believe, fill in the blank with whatever belief causes you suffering. I don't have to hate myself. I don't get anything out of suffering. And if your body reacts with contraction or tightness or pain, just ask it why. Yeah? Why? Get quiet. Why do I need to believe that? Or why do I need to do that? And see what it says. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be some version of safety. Sometimes it's love or control or some variation, but it all really boils down to safety. It's safer to suffer than it is to feel and express buried emotions. So that's the utility inquiry. And if you'd like to learn more about our other inquiries in KI, then visit repressiontest.com.